first of all, we're gonna read about this. So the Just Stop Oil protest explains why they threw tomato soup at Van Gogh in a viral video. So, pinky hair, obviously. I'm gonna. So, if you haven't been paying attention, which would be quite weird, would be weird because it's everywhere. There have been several attacks on some paintings by this movement, the Just Stop Oil, which is, yeah, okay. Let's talk about a little bit about this first. So this movement basically, more or less, I'm gonna be really quick about what they want. It's to stop in the country, so they don't want any oil anymore. And I think it goes to carbon as well. So they want all like new green energy, which it sounds great. Obviously, it's I think that's where it's gonna end up anyway. They want the only issue that I have with them is they want an immediate stoppage of this oil use and this fossil use, which I don't. It's impractical. It's impossible. I know it's a strong message they want to send, and I kind of agree with it, but it's pretty impossible to stop tomorrow the use of oil, of petrol or gas, to move around, to go to work, it's impossible because even, for example, getting food, you will not be able to find food in a supermarket, and that is pretty important to remind that it's not only the single person that uses the gas, oil, petrol, but it's those company that brings us food, and they move essential stuff for us around the world. Video with millions of views on TikTok and Twitter. I want to make one thing perfectly clear: we did not damage the painting whatsoever. That's what Phoebe says. A climate activist who along with Anna Holland, threw the soup at the famous painting and then glued their hands to the gallery floor on October 14. So that's what I wanted to say. Attacking only painting that will not get damaged at the moment. So they attack painting, famous painting, because obviously that makes the headline. But they have a glass usually. So I remember the first one that we saw about all of this attack, and I know I'm using attack, and I'm using attack for one reason, because as an artist and dealing with art all day, every day, this is an attack, and it's not a peaceful protest. It's an act of violence. I know the painting doesn't get damaged, but for me, my opinion is that it's an attack of violence. It's an attack of violence on a culture, on a cultural aspect. Obviously, they know those paintings are important, and that's why they're attacking them. So it's not a pacific, a peaceful protest, which I'm all on board with. But it's, for me, it's attack. It's a gesture of violence. So it's an attack to the artwork himself. They hope he doesn't get damage, throwing the food. Usually it's food, to the artwork. But first of all, you never know. Something can happen. Something happened to them as well. Something happened to the those protesters that you never know who is going to be in the room, and how they're going to react. Because if you find a crazy person that um, it doesn't like what you do, and they have different point of view, they can attack you. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they know, but I think they do as well because they want to be part of a group. They want to be part of something, and usually those these people that attack, they do this kind of protest, are really young people, and they want to be part of something.